So I think I was heading to college or something like that, and I had taken a cab to college because I was running late.
And I was packing my bag and, basically putting my bottle in. And Mama comes in and she's just like, Gauri, where are you going?
So I think 10 minutes before I told him that, listen, next signal say right lane hai.
And I looked at her and I was just like, I told you that, last night I told you that I'm going to college and I have whatever work and I need to finish that off and I need to go today.
Recently, I had not an incident, but a conversation with a colleague, which was definitely more heated than any that I've had recently. I wasn't feeling well one morning. This colleague of mine called me 10 minutes later, and she immediately just started getting into asking me some questions.
I had taken a long break between shoots, and when I went back on set, I remember I was nervous. It wasn't really the set, but I was nervous, and my nervousness then was projected on everybody else, and then
It really sort of went from 0 to 100 in a couple of seconds, and I kind of spelled it out for her, I think, pretty clearly.
to get my bearing back and my comfort level back, I started being a little more aggressive than I'm usually. I'm usually a very calm person on set, but that day I was a little more aggressive. I remember I actually ended up shouting at my friend, and she kind of shouted back at me later, and she told me to fuck off.
And she's like, so what if I ask you again? And I said, but Mama, this is not the first time it's happened. You keep asking me the same thing over and over again, and it gets annoying because you're never paying attention to me when I'm telling it to you for the first time.
5 minutes before I ask him again, I tell him again that, Bhai Sahab, signal से right लेना है, please right लीजिएगा, ठीक है?
Like, why do you ask me even if you're not going to pay attention to what I'm telling you?
I'm like, यहाँ से right, यहाँ से right, यहाँ से right, यहाँ से right.
I do not want to have this conversation with you over and over again. And she was just like, you know what, fine, I'm just going. And I was like, yeah, just get out of my room and I don't want to see you the rest of the day.
Come to the signal and you go straight ahead.
I can't believe that we're just a couple of months away from this launch. You are such an integral part of this project, and you're asking me questions that even people who have joined the team like a week ago know.
And I'm like, मैं 3 बार पीछे इधर भौंक रहा हूँ, बोल रहा हूँ, सिग्नल से राइट लेना है, सिग्नल से राइट लेना है, आपको सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है क्या?
You obviously sometimes have to be firm when you are dealing with certain kind of situation. You have to put your foot down.
Last time you went out of your way to be kind to someone.
Wow.
Um